name is Kristen Bucko-Sin. I'm a jewelry designer and I also make jewelry. Silver and mostly enamel is my specialty.
So the powder, this is powdered glass, and most of you guys know that, you know, glass starts out as like silica or something like that, and it's, or sand, or, you know, and it gets super duper duper hot and it melts, and that's that, and it doesn't come, you know. So it's ground up glass basically, and then you're remelting it onto a surface, and it just fuses with the copper. You can also do it on silver, not sterling silver. 100% silver. Hi, now I'm going to show you how I actually enamel. Here's my little copper blank. I've already enameled one side, kind of a minty blue, I'm hoping, aqua. It's clean, it's super clean. This is my enamel color. There's many colors. I open up, it's powder, see? It's powdered glass. Scoop it up with a sifter. That's so just in case there's some sort of lumps or whatever, it's nice and fine on there. You don't want it like consistency, however you'd say that. So here it is. Now to be super careful, use tweezers. Pick it up and I put it on this little tray or trivet or whatever you want to call it. Okay, how about we just do one? Usually I'd fill up the trivet. You don't bake one cookie at a time, but for you guys, I'll just do one. So I use this little spatula, and it's gonna go right in the hot kiln. All right, for 2 minutes. And when it comes out, it'll be hard enamel, permanent on the surface. Ta-da! Stuff. Just remember the little blue flower. Okay, you know what? We don't need to do that. Let's just go straight to the thing. Just don't touch it. Hot stuff, hot stuff. So I thought you guys might want to see a lot, not every color I have, but my favorite colors. Some are more reliable than others, different combinations of colors. I layer them. I use stencils to get a different effects. Hopefully when I've finished, you'll be able to see what that looks like. And you know, you sit and it's kind of fun to just come up with different combinations. That's the fun part. It's like a coloring book or something.
If you want to get any of my jewelry, you can go to buckosin.com. You can go to marinjewelersguild.com or visit our wonderful store on 4th Street between C and D in San Rafael. Bye!
To all the good friends I've known, and I'm gonna try to thank them all for the good times together.
This is a custom birthday gift for Jim Allison, Nobel Prize winner, respected scientist who loves country music. Willie Nelson, his harmonica, his friends, and especially his family. There are hundreds of pictures to sort through for a project like this. It's sterling silver. We have to try and find the right combination of pictures. The mock-ups start really large, but they eventually have to fit on a brass sheet that is 8 3/4 by 2 1/4 inches. So you can see that we're going smaller and smaller and smaller. We're finally getting close to the final product. This is the final product. You're going to see that it is right side up. We're going to be flipping that, reversing it in preparation for printing. It's going to be printed on laser paper, laser gloss paper, heated on a griddle to transfer the design. You can see the design right there. And the paper will soak that paper off. And what you'll get in the end is a piece of brass that looks like this. And you'll notice that the writing is reversed, which is very important because we're going to transfer it to sterling silver. We work with hydrogen peroxide, muriatic acid, a pinch of salt, a piece of copper, and we have a kind of toxic mixture. You want to be very careful and stay out of the way of these fumes. That acid is going to eat away any area not covered by the design. And you can see this is the final sheet, and it is backwards. We're going to take it over to the rolling mill. We're going to transfer it to a piece of sterling silver, and this is what you're going to get in the end. I hope you enjoyed learning about the process.
This is the final soldering step for my large circle pendant. I'm going to heat up the perimeter of the piece. I have fluxed and melted solder on the connecting points of the 3 central pieces, and now I'm going to join them to each other and to the perimeter of the circle. Just going around the edge here, warming up the whole piece, but especially the edge where I want the solder to start to flow. It's going to get up to temperature very quickly, and I'm just watching for that flash. There it is. On the edges. Nice. I'm going to let it cool down for just a moment. A little blowing always helps. And pop it in the water to quench it. Nice satisfying sizzle. Yeah, still a little warm. There we go. The piece has all the solder joints nice. They're all connected to each other. I'm going to put it in the pickle for a little while now. And then I'm going to put it in the tumbler once it's all nice and clean.
Hi everyone, this is Mary Morrison and this is my studio. Today I'm going to be etching, and I'm etching this nice silver design. Looks like the Sierra Mountains, and I'm going to install those on the watch bands for an iWatch. And the process includes black and white drawing, and I like to populate it because this paper, this blue paper, is a PNP paper, and that will serve as the resist for my etching. And I'll cut out the design after it's been laser printed onto the PNP paper and iron it with some heat on a bowl setting with the iron, and it leaves this nice etched design on the silver. The black will be the resist, and the silver will be etched with the silver etching compound. And let's begin that, and I'll get back to you soon. Bye. Hi, back again. Got the finished piece, and this is the iWatch band. It's a custom piece for a client, and he wanted the Sierra Mountains, which are very significant to him, and some turquoise. So this is the etched silver piece with the Sierra Mountains, and it's riveted with sterling silver rivets and set with the Bluebird turquoise, which is one of the American Mine series from Arizona. And the other side has another bluebird turquoise, and a little amethyst. Finished and ready to go. Thanks for watching.
Hello, my name is Julie Lindberg. I am one of 9 owners and artists at the Marin Jewelers Guild. Just going to pan around the work table end of my studio here to show some tools, stamps, mandrels, hammers. I've been a multimedia artist my whole life and have been doing metalsmithing to create gold and silver jewelry, sculpture for 30 years. So I come over here, I'm going to pan down to my little Day of the Dead sculpture. She is 5 inches tall, fine silver, copper, a little gold and gems, and unfortunately I broke the leg off her throne, so I'm going to have to fix that. I come over here to some finished rings, gold and silver with carnelian, 14 karat with green tourmaline, and 22 karat with diamonds. Then I've laid out over here a pair of earrings that I'm in the middle of working on, and the little gold spangles at the bottom are from an antique bracelet from Europe. They'll have little beads hanging from the bottom. I don't know if I'm going to use sapphires or tourmalines, but they come in all colors and I love working with them. These are some pieces I've laid out, sterling earrings with citrine, aquamarine, and labradorite. A rough cut ruby tassel necklace, 20 and 14 karat gold with turquoise. This is a 22 karat ring, skull ring, bone, and green diamonds. And this is a repoussé heart. That means that you work from the back and go forward. And these are gold spangle earrings with tourmalines. This is a little book that I made about my son. It's a necklace. Book pulls out from the little box. It has his picture on it and pictures inside with a poem. This is a collage box. A brooch. I love jewelry and objects from the East and ancient pieces, and that does inspire my work. Thank you. See you next time.
Hi, this is Tim Wallace from Marin Jewelers Guild. I'm going to show you the process that I go through to make a custom ring. In this case, it's a sapphire and diamond ring. As you can see here, I've started off with some preliminary sketches. I then send those sketches to my CAD person who puts them on the screen so that they can be viewed at different angles. After the design has been approved, I then either get a wax model or in this case a printed model, and there it is there. It then gets put into a little flask, as you can see here, and a slurry is mixed and put in there. After it is set, the little rubber base is pulled off and the flask goes into a vacuum chamber to remove all the bubbles. After it has been set, it then goes into a kiln, as you can see here, and it gets taken up to about 1350 degrees, and then cast at about 1,000 degrees. The casting is then done in a small centrifugal machine like this. After the metal has been melted, it then gets released. After the casting, it comes back to my bench where I have lots of tools, lots of burrs, and it gets filed, sanded, finished, etc. Here's a ring that's just been finished and it's about to have the stone put in it. So that's basically the process. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye-bye.